yard, they just revealed a hero. I thought the game was dead. Seems people were just panicked. It's doing fine instead. I'm glad I didn't sell my cards, still have them in a box. I think it's time to play a game. You guys can go kick rocks. What the hell? I just bought this game. It's a lot, but she said it's dead. That's lame. I think to celebrate, I'll get a game in now. Everybody needs to chill. Holy cow. It's a lot, but she said it.
I'll never ever come back from this, 'cause I was caught off guard.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another Caught Off Guard live gameplay stream. I'm Wasteland Sniper, and tonight we're going to be playing some Daredevil against Bullseye. I have a little bit of a grudge match that I gotta play, because last Thursday my friend Dave and I were playing this combination, the Bullseye with the Protection Racket, and we were one turn from winning. I had just done something like 15 to 20 damage to Bullseye with Daredevil by playing Raising Hell after I pulled Daredevil's not nightstick, his billy club. I pulled Daredevil's billy club back up to hand. And so between that and some other stuff, like, I did a bunch of damage to Bullseye, and we had him down to 5 hit points. And then it was the villain stage, and I did not have anybody, like, I had no no allies at all to sit in front of me and take the hit. So when Bullseye attacked, I ended up taking just enough damage to knock Daredevil out. And of course, with the Protection Racket, if anybody gets knocked out for any reason, you lose the game. So, we were so close. I had another 7 damage just in my hand, and so did my friend. So we had like at least 14 damage that we could have done on the next turn if we could have just survived. So it was a grudge match against Bullseye. I gotta win this one. As I mentioned in the description, I am playing a deck where I'm essentially trying to get Elektra out and then put Enraged on her along with Sidearm. And then also, if I can, get Boot Camp out, which means that every turn, if I've got all of this stuff out, every turn she can swing for 6. And she won't take any consequential damage because of her forced interrupt, which is when Elektra would take consequential damage, Daredevil takes that damage instead. So for Daredevil, obviously I am going to want, I probably should have pulled the card out. Where are you? I'm gonna want his mom, the nun, out, not Karen. I do want Karen out on the thing though. Where'd it go? Sister Maggie, there we go. We're gonna want Sister Maggie out because, I mean, she gives him +3 recovery. And I'm gonna be taking a lot of damage because of Elektra's ability here, the forced interrupt on her. So, yeah, like, the plan is to just get Elektra out, put Sidearm and Enraged on her, get Boot Camp out, and just let her go. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. I have not tried this deck. I did try kind of a version of this deck before, but as I was putting it together, I started doing that thing I do where I have an idea, and then I start putting the deck together, and then I start having other ideas, and then the deck becomes this mishmash of like a couple of different ideas. Not super great, and that's kind of what happened with the last deck, is that I was like, oh, but then I can do, like, I can start putting all of these all of these upgrades out, you know, upgrades that attach to minions and side schemes. And so the deck kind of started leaning more heavily towards that. So I need to go redo that deck and take out the whole like Elektra with Enraged sidearm and boot camp thing. Yeah, it's, oh man, it's been a rough couple of weeks. I've been super busy with a lot of stuff. Got some somewhat disappointing news today. I kind of expected it, but still, you know, it's a little bit rough still. But I mean, I'm trying to be like positive about it and not be overly I don't know, I guess worried about what it all means or whatever. And it's nothing like life threatening or anything like that. It was just disappointing news. So I just yeah, I'm just trying to take like the long positive view of the whole thing and thinking that there's something else good that's coming my way. So that's the approach I'm trying to take anyway. But we'll stop talking about that and we're going to start actually getting ready to play this game. So I have not picked any of the Protection Racket main schemes. Let me get these in here and get this all shuffled up. I know in the book it says like if you're playing on expert, I think it's if you're playing on expert that you shuffle and you just kind of blindly pick one of the Protection Rackets. But even though I'm just playing in standard, I'm going to do it that way. Anyway, that's the way we did it on Thursday, and I think that'll add like just, it adds a little bit more fun. Otherwise, like I'm just kind of going through them trying to parse which is best for my game plan. And I kind of want to play something where it's like I got to react at least a little bit. All right, so I feel like that's shuffled up. We'll shuffle these up again. I did shuffle them a little bit beforehand, but we'll shuffle them again. I do also have my D6. There are only 5 cards, so I'll roll it, and then on a 6 I'll re-roll. Alright, so we have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D6. Of course. You ever notice when you're rolling for stuff like this and it's like, oh, I'll re-roll on the highest number because I don't have that many cards. Do you ever notice it hits that an inordinate amount of times? I swear, it's crazy. Look at that, 2 6s in a row. I can't get a D6 when I really need it to roll a 6 during an RPG. I can't get it to do it, but you know, trying to pick one here. Oh, look, a 2. Okay, so this one. Where are we? We're in the pawn shop. All right, so it's pawn shop showdown. Reduce the cost of the first upgrade played into this play area each round by 1. Force response after an attachment or upgrade enters play in this play area. Place 1 threat here. That's going to make things really difficult. Alright, so we're just going to put these off screen up here. Let me check this. Okay, so this I think is not going to affect anything I attach to Bullseye. If I remember correctly, my play area is actually separate from, even though I'm just solo, I believe my play area with this is actually technically separate from Bullseye. So I'm pretty sure whenever I put anything like any of these upgrades over here onto him, that that's not going to count for this. For any minions, however, it will. And any side schemes. Okay, so, well, and obviously this, the main scheme, obviously. If if I attach anything to that, that's gonna... Wow, so I really am gonna have to watch the threat level on this. This might have been the worst one to pull for Daredevil. Awesome. Alright. We're already starting off on the back foot. Alright. So let's shuffle these. I did shuffle them a little bit before, but I'll shuffle them again. Okay. So the order we have them in is radar sense, acute tactility, superior taste, heightened hearing, and enhanced olfaction. And I'll mostly just be leaving these piled over here, and then I'm just going to go off of my little tokens here because this is just so much easier to deal with. I'm going to need to start moving, I think, this, I think I should probably move it up here. And the same thing with this, I should probably move it up into this corner. Because this is just, like, I'm realizing this is kind of in the way. So that's something I will deal with in the future. Alright. So now, let's see, we have no threat on the Pawn Shop Showdown just yet. Bullseye has 14 hit points, Daredevil has 10 hit points. We're starting on Matt Murdock's side. Let's draw our cards and see what we've got. So we've got Deposition, Mean Swing, Precision Strike, Boot Camp, Sidearm, and Coup de Grace. Well, this isn't going to do anything for me. This is not going to do anything for me. This, and this, these are all not doing anything for me. I would like to get Boot Camp out as soon as possible. So we got Boot Camp, Cross-Examination, Nelson and Murdock. Oh, that could be useful. I got a Mean Swing again. Come on. I did put doubles in here, I promise. 3, 4, 5. We got one more. Another Mean Swing. So all 3 of my Mean Swings are going to be in the discard pile, which is not super awesome, but Alright, so what I see happening here is Boot Camp and Nelson and Murdock coming out. I guess I could, well, because Pawn Shop Showdown doesn't have any threat on it, I can't take threat off of it, which means that I can't trigger Enhanced Olfaction, which would be super nice to get Boot Camp out. So maybe what I should do is actually hold on to Boot Camp for just this, for just a round, and then I can still get Nelson and Murdock out. Do that with that. And then with these other cards here, I can pay to get out Enhanced Olfaction, and then I can do a Cross-Examination and just come out of the gate and hit Bullseye. Oh, I should note that for the setup, when revealed, Bullseye, you set aside his adamantium laced spine, which I did do. It is over here. It's just you can just barely see the side of it on the screen there. And then when he activates, he basically activates for whatever his number is for scheme or attack. He automatically just gets a +1. However, because of the way that this is worded, that is actually like on his boost cards. So if I was playing anything that, you know, used the boost icons, as far as his boost cards go, so for instance, like Foiled, Injustice, Or, oh, what is the one? In Protection. I forget what it's called. I can see the card in my head, but it's the one where you play it and then it basically negates the damage from any boost icons on the boost card that you drew, and then instead turns that around and uses it as damage against the villain. I want to say Precision Strike, but I know that's wrong because this is Precision Strike. But anyway, I think that's the better play, is to just hold on to Boot Camp for a round, and then next turn I can get it out for super cheap. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so we're going to use Mean Swing to get out Nelson and Murdoch, which isn't going to be super useful right now. Let's see. I guess I'll use Precision Strike to get out Enhanced Olfaction. We're just going to put this off to the side here. Whoops. More tokens. They're just falling all over the place. Alright. There we go. So Enhanced Olfaction, we are going to put that there because I'll be able to clear this next turn. So Boot Camp is going to stay in our hand, and then we'll use Mean Swing. Oh, we do have to flip up, however. We'll use Mean Swing to play Cross Examination. That's only going to deal 3 damage to Bullseye, but that's fine. Might as well get a hit in while we can. So that is going to hit him for 3, down to 11. It would hit for more, except I didn't attach anything to an enemy. Oh, and because of this, oh, actually, I could have gotten Boot Camp out. Because it's reduced the cost of the first upgrade played into this play. Oh! Oh! I need to pay more attention. Alright, so that means I still have a card in hand because that came out for free. And then after an attachment or upgrade enters play in this area, place 1 threat here. So this takes the threat. I'm not used to the pawn shop one. I've played the pizza place and like the laundromat, I think, are the 2 that I've spent the most time in. The pawn shop, not so much. I don't know that I've ever actually played a game with the pawn shop. Not that I've played this scenario a whole lot. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play recently. But yeah, when I have played this, like, I've played this scenario a couple of times now. And pawn shop, I have not played yet, now that I think about it. Huh. Okay. Well, that has a threat on it. We'll put it down here so you can see the lovely hand ninjas. Okay. So if I really wanted to, actually, I could get Boot Camp out right now. And that seems actually like a good idea. Let's not have it hanging around. So Daredevil is going to thwart for 2, which is just going to take the 1 off of here. And then we're going to pop Enhanced Olfaction, which is when you defeat attached enemy or remove the last threat from attached scheme, discard this card, reduce the cost of the next card you play this phase by 2. So Boot Camp is costing me a whole 1 to put down. This is great. Boot Camp is one of those cards that I want to love so much. It's just so expensive to get down. Move these up, put Enhanced Olfaction at the bottom. There we go. Okay, so we have Nelson and Murdoch out. We've got Boot Camp out. We'll put them over here. And then we'll ready and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If only I had my ability club. That would be super useful, because otherwise these cards are useless. Sister Maggie's nice. That's nice to have right now. And of course I have a power of aggression and nothing I can actually spend it on. Would have been great for a Fusillade if I had my weapon, but that's okay. Alright, so this is going to go up by 1. Bullseye is going to attack me for at least 2, because remember he just automatically gains a boost icon. That's just part of his ability. Since I did pull Sister Maggie, I'm just going to take the hit. Bring it on. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Alright, so we just lost half our hit points here. Ouch. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to jump down and get Sister Maggie down and heal. Alright. Let's see what we got. Oh, and he's attacking me again. If he hits another 3, I'm dead, so I do have to defend against this, which is kind of unfortunate. So he's for 2, 3. So I take 1, so we're down to 4. Okay. Now it is my turn. Okay, we're going to use both Fusillades to get out Sister Maggie. I would like to get out Stick, but that's just not going to happen. I can play... Oh, sorry. It's so hot and I've already drank half my water and we're just starting. Alright, I'm going to play Heightened Hearing. This is going on the villain. So... this is not going to trigger because, again, the villain is not part of my play area as far as how the rules for this particular scenario go. From my understanding of it, I probably should go find... Oh, I left my rule book upstairs. I'm not gonna run and grab it. It's fine. It'll be fine. So I still got a power of aggression and a stick in my hand. I can't draw any cards. He's going to be scheming next turn just for 1 because he's got a base of 0 plus the 1 on his, or from his ability. This already has 1. It needs to get up to 10 for me to lose. So I think I'll be okay flipping down. I think that's fine. And then I'm going to keep... I think I've already seen... Did I already see the other... I did not. So I want to keep Stick, but I'm going to lose the power of aggression. Oh, and Stick is another one that can add attack for Elektra because she is a martial artist, and so his whole thing is when a friendly martial artist character uses a basic power, choose Exhaust Stick, that character gets +1 to that basic power for this use. So Stick is another good one to keep just to boost Elektra. So we're going to hold on to him. We're flipped down. I could if I wanted to. No, I couldn't because I used that free. Oh no, I couldn't have used that because it's into this play area. So I'm going to use the power of aggression to pay to get out Heightened Hearing. I need to remember there's a difference here it's played into the play area. So it's like in its own self-contained little store that we're in. Alright, so that, ready up, and then we'll draw. Ooh, Karen Page, that's a good one to see. Power of Aggression, ooh, full body charge. Okay, that's 4, 5, the other full body charge. I did, you saw, I shuffled this deck and a War Room. Okay. War Room will be nice to get out just because it'll help with some threat mitigation. Not that Daredevil necessarily needs a whole lot of help with that, but still, I think it's a card that I want to give, like, I want to give a try to, because I haven't really used it in anything else, so. Alright, so this is going up by 1. He's scheming for 0 plus 1 plus 1, 2, 3, so 4. And if this activation is an attack, it gains overkill. Thankfully, it is not. So this is going to gain 4, so it's at 6. It goes up so fast. Alright, and then change of venue, Surge. When revealed, swap your main scheme with a random set-aside main scheme and place the threat from the previous scheme on the new scheme. Alright, so I have no idea what order these are in, so I'm just going to draw the top one. And then I will shuffle that in. Battle in the Bodega. Oh, the Bodega is another one that I've actually spent quite a bit of time in. Okay, so this is one of those scenarios I think you have to be kind of careful with Daredevil because of the fact that whenever a card leaves play, which includes these main schemes as they're switching out. Also this surged, so I gotta reveal that. So if you have any of these attached to that, when this card comes out, yeah, those all just go right back to the sense deck. It's kind of annoying, now that I think about it. Alright, oh, we'll put those right there. Okay, so we got the change of venue, surged. Swap your main scheme with a random set-aside main scheme. Place the threat from the previous scheme on the new scheme. We did that, so that's going to get discarded. And now we have a sinking fairy, which is not great. I don't like these because this means I got to take care of this before I can get rid of the threat on there. So this, not good. Not good at all. Alright. Oh, are you kidding me? And the only thing that the only two things that I can sacrifice for this are Power of Aggression and Karen Page. And I need Karen Page. So since I am going to flip up this turn, oh, but I have no way to exhaust. This is terrible. Alright, we're going to use full body charge so that we can play Karen Page. We're going to exhaust Karen Page to shuffle a Daredevil card from my discard pile into the deck so I can get cross-examination or deposition. I mean, we'll see, because we'll see if he's good at taking a beating, because so far this has not turned out to be very good. Alright, we're going to get deposition back in. I need to run into my threat, my thwarting, that's what I'm looking for, the word thwarting cards. Very soon. do have to... Oh, and I get to draw a card because I am in my alter ego form. Oh, it's Living Lie Detector. So I would like to keep Living Lie Detector. However, I think I should use it to help get rid of a counter on the Sinking Fairy. Oh, and then I want to get War Room out, but I should get Stick out, I think. Too bad this says Martial Artist, or I could use... Because recovery is actually a basic power. So if Matt Murdock was a martial artist, Stick would actually help him recover. But we've got Sister Maggie here giving him +3, so there's not really any need to do that. He's already at 3 with +3. So he's going to recover for 6. He'll recover up to full. So we are back at full hit points. We're going to flip down. I'm actually going to move Boot Camp over here. Oh, put some water on it. It's a good thing I put sleeves on everything. Okay, so we're up to Daredevil. And I'm going to put this over here. Alright. There's like a rhyme, there's a rhyme and reason to the way that I tend to place my cards. I usually try to place the stuff that doesn't exhaust or just like straight up gives me something and then just sits there for the rest of the time. I try to put those over here. So then like when I'm exhausting them, they're not like, well, because I don't have to exhaust them, they're not like banging into the cards next to them. Which I know I should be using my little tokens, but I don't have them out. So we're just going to keep playing the way it is. Okay. So that's fine. We used Karen Page. Now we've still got all this stuff. So as a hero action, I am going to spend 2 energy resources. I'll use this wild as an energy to remove 1 civilian counter from there. Okay. I really can't. I've got to be able to remove threat from here. Then we're going to use full body charge and War Room, sadly, to get out Stick. So now I do have Stick out at least. Yeah, I think that'll be all I can do. Oh, I guess I could technically play... Oh, I should... No. Okay, so this is at 6 right now. If I bring out Superior Taste, that's going to add 1, so it'll be at 7. It's going to go up to 8. I'm going to take the risk. So we're going to use Superior Taste to put here, which is going to add a threat. So it's at 7. And I got to play that for free because of this. Because it's the first upgrade, because everything else I played was actually a support. Yeah. Alright. So there's that. So now we'll ready and draw. Ooh, energy. Genius. Focus the senses. Okay. Raising Hell. Alright. Enraged. But no Elektra. So this is like the main issue that I have with Voltron decks or any decks where you're including upgrades that you want to put on allies, or like specifically decks where you have a very like particular specific ally that you want to put these upgrades on, that you put in the deck for that ally, and then the ally ends up being in the bottom half of the deck while the upgrades end up being at the top half of the deck. I really hope that a card that they design at some point works like, oh, what is that new card that just came out that was in his deck? I'm gonna look it up really quick because I already have the page pulled up. Contingency planning, that's it. So contingency planning, which allows you to play the upgrade, so you can choose an upgrade in your hand that can attach to a minion or a side scheme and then tuck that upgrade under contingency planning. So I'm really hoping that they do a card that can hold the upgrades that you attach to allies, because I really, really, really would love to be able to tuck like Sidearm and Enraged underneath that card so that when my ally does come out, I've got my upgrade. I just wonder if that would be considered too, I don't know, too good. I'm sure there's a way that you could abuse that somehow. I mean, there's a way that you could abuse most of the mechanics in the game. So there is that. But this is going to go up 1 to 8. So we got to keep an eye on that. Bullseye is now going to attack me for at least 2. I'm back at full hit points. So I'm just going to take the hit again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Mystic Incursion. You know, I think this is one of my favorite cards in the Disaster set. It's just so funny to me, the picture. Alright, so he attacked me for 2, 3, 4. So Daredevil is down to 6 again. Okay. So now we have to draw our encounter card. Incessant Pursuit. Attached to an ally without Incessant Pursuit attached, otherwise this card gains Surge. So this is going to gain Surge. Man-Bull. Alright. Forced response after Man-Bull attacks. Place threat on the main scheme equal to the excess damage dealt by this attack. Oh, that's bad. We got to get rid of this guy quick. Okay. So I am going to... I do have Focus the Senses, which I'm going to play. So that has 4 threat on it. I do... Oh, I don't have to do... That's right! Okay, so we've switched to Battle in the Bodega, which means I don't have to do that thing again. Oh, I need to pay attention to these. So after a character in this play area is attacked, deal 1 damage to the attacker and place 1 threat here. So for this one, it's the attacking that's going to get me. Okay, so... I mean, the good thing is... I should be able... Okay, so I got acute tactility. I can do Raising Hell on Man-Bull. Okay, so this is a matter of figuring out the best way to play this out. So if I put acute tactility on Manbull, and also radar sense, I can hit him with Raising Hell for... So it's 2 damage to each enemy for each upgrade attached to that enemy. So that would be 2, so 4 damage. Then I pop Radar Sense, which does another 3 damage to Manbull, and that would take out Manbull. Then I could pop Acute Tactility and Ready Daredevil. And then I could use Daredevil to thwart Battle in the Bodega. The problem here is that Raising Hell is an attack. So that's going to put 1 on here. But if I'm using Daredevil to thwart, so I could thwart 2 and then pop Superior Taste and thwart another 2. So this would go up to 9, but then it would go down to 5. But again, like I gotta get rid of this Sinking Fairy first. Oh, this is so bad. Alright. I'm not gonna be able to do this, all the things I need to be able to do. Oh, this is hard. What I need is Foggy Nelson. I need Foggy Nelson right now. Oh, I can use Stick. Oh, that's helpful. That's super helpful. Alright, I'm going to use Stick. So we're going to use Daredevil to thwart 2 off of Battle in the Bodega. Since he is a martial artist, we're going to use Stick to give him +1 to that power for this use. So he'll thwart 3 instead of just 2. Then we're going to pop Superior Taste. So that'll come back over here. And that is going to take 2. I believe that's... Yeah, remove 2 threat from this game. So this is going to go down to 3. Okay. Oh! Before I do that, I need to spend this energy to take this off so that this is gone. Otherwise that can't happen. So I did that first, and then the Battle in the Bodega. Like I'd done it in my head, I just forgot to explain it on camera. So yes, so we paid the energy to finish off the Sinking Fairy. Now we've got Manbull to deal with. So I can use Enraged. To get acute tactility. The question is, do I want to do that? Because if I pay 2 to play Raising Hell, that's only going to give me 2 damage, and that's awful. That is just terrible. Like, I'm usually not big on the numbers stuff, but even I know that that's really not good. But then that would ready Daredevil. And then he could attack again for 2, but Manbull would still have 2 more hit points left. I really need to flip down. but I really, really can't. Okay, so I am definitely gonna have to block. I may not survive this round. Oh, this is not good. Maybe if I could have gotten Focus the Senses down. Ah, but that's not possible. Oh, this is really hard. This is really, really hard. Okay. Because I can't play Raising Hell. Oh, I hate to waste Genius on just getting one of these out. I mean, I guess in the next turn I could pop Heightened Hearing on Bullseye when he attacks, so that'll help mitigate any damage from him. And then I can block Man-Bull. I mean, he's still gonna hit me for 2, but I think I should be able to survive with that. And then, so I am gonna use Enraged to pay for Acute Tactility, because I'm definitely taking him out this turn, or this next turn, sorry. And then I'm going to hold on to Genius and Raising Hell, because the next card that I have up is Radar Sense. So if I can get Radar Sense on Man-Bull as well, that will take care of him. And then hopefully I can somehow take care of Focus the Senses. Okay, so we will ready and draw. So we've still got these 2 cards in hand. 3, oh, there's my Billy Club, alright. Deft Focus, oh, that's going to be so much help. And a Strength. I mean, not the greatest, but not the worst. Alright, so this is going up by 1. Bullseye is attacking. We are going to pop Heightened Hearing. So that is going on the bottom. So when attached enemy attacks, discard this card. That enemy gets -3 attack for that attack. So, oh! And I do believe that this pops off. Actually, Battle in the Bodega, because after a character in this play area is attacked, deal 1 damage to the attacker and place 1 threat here. No! Oh. That means that this is going to gain threat every time Bullseye attacks me. Okay, so he's attacking for 2. 3, 4, 5. But we popped that, so 5 minus 3 is 2, so Daredevil takes 2 damage. Down to 4. Man-Bull is attacking. Daredevil's blocking. After Man-Bull attacks, place threat on the main scheme equal to the excess damage dealt by this attack. There is no excess damage because I'm blocking with Daredevil, so all the damage is... It hits his defense or it goes on to Daredevil. It's not like he's attacking an ally and, you know, the ally has 3 hit points and then he's got 1, there's 1 excess damage, so no, in this case there is none. So Daredevil is down to 2, and also this goes up to 6. Oh, but Bullseye does take a damage, I forgot about that, so Bullseye is down to 10, and then Man-Bull actually also takes a damage because of the Battle in the Bodega main scheme. Okay, so now Because yeah, after a character in this play area is attacked, deal 1 damage to the attacker and place 1 threat here. Yeah, so both Bullseye and Man-Bull take damage. And now we draw our encounter card. Incessant Pursuit, which again, I don't have an ally in play. This attaches to an ally or it gains Surge. So it's going to Surge into Ivan Banyonis, one of the Tracksuit Mafia. So we want to get rid of him as soon as possible because we definitely do not want to be dealing with the Tracksuit guys activating every time they come into play. So when revealed, place 1 acceleration token here. So we got 1 right there. Yeah, we definitely need to take care of him and him. Man, things are a little out of control, I think. But hopefully, I should have used Karen Page to shuffle something from here into the deck. Living Lie Detector would actually probably been a really good one. Or Cross-Examination. Okay, so I've got his Billy Club. I do need to get Deft Focus down. I just hate to spend these doubles on single cards. That's not... That just doesn't feel right. And I really need to play Raising Hell. So if I can get Daredevil's Billy Club out, then bring it back. Each enemy, or for each upgrade attached to that enemy. So if I can attach 1 to Ivan, I can actually get rid of both Man-Bull and Ivan. If I can figure out how to attach, how to get all these attachments out. Focus the Senses would be nice, but Superior Taste is the 3rd card in my deck. I've got 2 more up here. Should put those off to the side. So I've got Radar Sense, Enhanced Olfaction, Superior Taste, and Heightened Hearing. So let's see, how can I do this? I really need to take out Man-Bull with the acute tactility because of hey buddy. My cat Apollo is here saying hi. Hello. What's up? Come here, you. Would you like to say hi? I don't know if you guys can hear, but he's purring. He's such a friendly little guy to me. Everybody else scares him to death. Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Okay, so if I put Radar Sense on Ivan Banyonis and I play Raising Hell, that will take care of Ivan because that'll do 5 damage to him. But that's not going to take out Man-Bull. Man-Bull will only have 3 damage on him. This is not... This is really not great. Okay, so I should probably try to concentrate on taking out Man Bull. I really need to get depth focus down. I hate to do it. I gotta spend strength to get down deft focus. I will use deft focus to play radar sense on Man Bull. I'm not playing the Billy Club right now. Then I'm gonna use Genius to play Raising Hell. And so that is gonna end up doing 2-4 damage to Man Bull. That's gonna pop Radar Sense, which is gonna do 3 damage, which is way overkill, but that's gonna take out Man Bull, so he's gone. Which is gonna pop Acute Tactility, which will ready me. So this will go up. These will go up, and we got Acute Tactility here. We're just gonna put these over here. That way I have some room down here. Okay, so now I'm ready here. And this has been played. I do not want to use my Billy Club to play out anything else. However, I really need to take threat off of here. Especially because he's got this here. So I am going to attack, or no, not attack. I'm gonna thwart the main scheme using stick to give myself +1. So for 3, so this is gonna go down to 3. Then I'm gonna use, oh, this is, oh, this just gets me into more trouble though. So a big problem right now is I'm at 2 hit points. He hits for 2, he hits for 2. I take a hit from either one of them, I'm dead. I can't reduce the threat from either of them because that's heightened hearing, which is the 3rd card down. I can't get rid of focus the senses. So let's see, this is gonna go up 2 because of this. So it'll be at 5. Bullseye schemes for 1. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. If he catches a 3 boost. Ivan schemes for nothing, but he's gonna add another. I can take him out before that matters though. I think I need to flip down this turn, or I'm not gonna survive. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna flip down, and I'm gonna use Karen Page, and we are gonna get Living Lie Detector back in. Because holy cow, I need to thwart. I should probably do this up here. Okay. Okay, so we got Living Lie Detector back in. We're down in Alter Ego, so I get to draw a card. It's the Man Without Fear. Yeah, I was going to use the card that I drew to put Daredevil's Billy Club in play, but that's not going to happen because I need the Man Without Fear. That's kind of an important card for his deck. And we still haven't seen Elektra. Have you noticed? We still haven't seen Elektra yet. Alright, so he's gonna ready. We'll keep both these in hand. And then draw 4 more. 1, 2, there's Elektra. 3, 4, and there's Foggy and a Deposition. Everything's coming out at the wrong time. Because right now, as much as I really need these 2 cards, and I want to get Elektra out because this entire deck, like, the whole idea for this deck was basically to get Elektra out and then use her for big attacks. Yeah, none of that matters if I can't deal with all of this threat here. And the easiest way to do that is Foggy Nelson and Deposition. This is terrible. Okay. I mean, Deposition actually... Oh, I could really do... Deposition will help me get rid of Focus the Senses, which will allow me to place all of these, which would be good. That'd be really good. Okay. Oh, and I need to ready these up too. Okay. So, this is my hand. Right, so this is going to go up by 2, so this is at 5. Bullseye is going to scheme for 1, 2. If he's attacking, give him an additional boost, and this attack gains piercing, so he's not. So this is going to get 2. Ivan Banyonis schemes for 0, but he's going to get, and this was, I need another... Oops. Come on. There we go. Okay. Please. Alright. I guess I can deal with that. Sensory Overload. After a sense upgrade enters play, take 1 damage. Alter ego response after you recover. Discard this card. Well, this is perfect, because that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Recover. So... we will go back up to 8 hit points. So that gets discarded. That's really nice. Then, let's do... I want to use Piercing Strike to play Deposition. That's going to allow me to take Superior Taste, put it on Focus the Senses. Then I can take 2 threat off of Focus the Senses. Pop Superior Taste, which will take another 2 off, which pops Focus the Senses. If I could just get Enhanced Olfaction out, then I could play Foggy Nelson for free. Alright, we're gonna use Karen Page here. We're gonna go into our discard and bring back... You know what, I'm gonna bring back Raising Hell. Okay, so that, and we draw a card, it's Coup de Grace. Okay, that could be useful. I'm gonna move Sister Maggie over here with Boot Camp. Okay, actually, that is super useful. So we're going to use coup de grace to play out enhanced olfaction. We're going to put that on focus the senses. Okay. Then we're going to use piercing strike to get, or to use deposition. And we're going to take superior taste and also put that on focus the senses. And since Matt Murdock is the only one who can thwart this, and deposition is, because it's attached to his hero stuff, this is like him taking the deposition. So we'll remove 2 threat from a scheme. So remove 2. Then we're going to pop superior taste. Just going to go down to the bottom there. And that is going to take 2 more off, which is going to pop focus the senses. So this gets discarded because it's when you defeat attached enemy or remove the attached scheme, and then reduce the cost of the next card you play this phase by 2. So that goes to the bottom of the sense deck. And then focus the senses says, when defeated, you may move any number of sense upgrades in play to other cards they can attach to. Choose any number of upgrades from the sense deck and put them into play. Do not shuffle. Okay, so heightened hearing is going to go on Bullseye. Then I think I want to put radar sense on Ivan Banionis right now because I want to be able to take him out quickly. Acute tactility. So focus the senses is over here. Because I wanted to start putting stuff on there, but I can't because I just beat it. So, acute tactility. I'm going to have to wait on that one. Superior taste we're going to put on here. And enhanced olfaction, I think we're going to put that on Ivan as well. I think we're going to beat Ivan relatively quickly, so acute tactility there. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, so that's done. This is done. Now we're on to these. I want to get Foggy Nelson out so bad. Because I really need the threat removal right now. Because he could take 2 off of here and put that down to 5. But really, what I need is Elektra. She can attack for 4 with stick, which is just not enough to take out Ivan. I can't ready. Look at this. Acute tactility. When you defeat attached enemy. That's right. Okay. So I think in that case, like, when I defeat is Daredevil, not when one of my allies defeats. Oh, this is so frustrating. Oh, but I do have this. After an attorney character or support defeats a side scheme, confuse an enemy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, no, I can't do that. Because, okay, after an attorney character or support defeats a side scheme, confuse an enemy. So, I did defeat a side scheme. I do need to confuse. So, I'm going to confuse Bullseye. I do have to flip up. I cannot stay down this turn. Sadly, I am not going to be able to take out Ivan. And I hate to do this, but I've got to use these two. Or no. Yeah, I do. Well, no, I don't, actually, now that I think about it. Because I still have to play my card for free. Or for 2 less. So, Foggy Nelson. Foggy is going to take 2 off of here. I really wanted to play Elektra, but that is not going to happen. And I would love to get the Man Without Fear out. Let's see, how many cards do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm going to use the Man Without Fear to get out Daredevil's Billy Club. This might be wrong, but I would really like to have this out. And I should not deck out, especially since I'm going to hold Elektra in hand. So I'll be able in the next turn to use Karen Page to put the Man Without Fear back in to my deck. I won't be able to draw, but at least I know that it's going to end up in my hand pretty much not this next turn, but the turn after. That's kind of the hope. Oh, looks like I have a hair there, but it's not. It's a line. Okay, so Elektra is in hand. Let's see, Foggy thwarted. I have to flip up. Def Focus can't do anything because all of these things got put out. Stick can't do anything because I have no martial artists to use. So that's unfortunate. Alright, so everything is going to ready. And we'll draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dance with the Devil. Ooh. Okay. And I've got 3 cards left in deck. So I got 2 Living Lie Detectors in hand. I should be able to take care of threat. Alright, so this is going to go up by 5. So this is 5, 6, 7, 8. Bullseye is going to attack. Ivan attacks for 2, right? Yeah. I'm at 8 hit points. You know what? I'm going to use Heightened Hearing. I'm going to use Heightened Hearing. Which goes to... I used all those. Those are out. So that's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so... he's at -3. He's attacking for 2, 3, 4. So he'll hit me for 1. Drink water. And I'm out of water. This is terrible. Okay, so I'm down to 7 hit points. Whew. Okay, so he's gonna attack. I think I just take the hit. Because he's not villainous and nothing happens if he hits me, so... this is gonna take me down to 5. And then encounter card, Assault. So I get attacked again by Bullseye, so I'm kind of glad that I saved the defense. So Daredevil is attacking. I'll put Foggy over here. He's kind of hard to see. I know the lighting is awful, but yeah. So I am blocking. He's hitting for 2, 3. So I just take 1. So I'm down to 4. Okay. I'm actually not feeling too bad about that. I'm gonna Deft Focus, Heightened Hearing back onto Bullseye. I just hate that it feels like I wasted radar sense by putting it in Ivan. Every time I see this card, it just makes me think of that line from the old Batman movie. The one with Michael Keaton. I love that movie so much. I haven't seen it in so long, though. That and Batman 2. I need to watch those again. Those were so great. But it just reminds me of the Joker. Like, you know, Jack Nicholson shows up as the Joker. And it's so hard for me. I'm going to take an aside here. It's so hard for me to choose between Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger as the Joker, because the way that Jack Nicholson played the Joker was such panache. It was just so much fun. But Heath Ledger's Joker was just crazy, insane, and so dark and so good that, like, I like both of them for different reasons. It's kind of the same thing with the two It clowns, where you've got the, you know, Bill Skarsgård's more modern It from, you know, the two It movies, the two recent It movies. Well, somewhat recent, I should say. And then Tim Curry's clown. Tim Curry's It from, you know, back in, what was it, the 1980s, the late 80s, early 90s. I love both of them just for different reasons. Said you like Daredevil, but Echo has quickly become a top 5. Echo is so good. Like, I really love Echo, but I played her last week. So this week, I did play Daredevil last week as well, but it was, I don't know, I wanted to get some more time with Daredevil in. And I really wanted to try this deck and see if I could get this Elektra Enraged thing going. It's just not working out. It's not working out the way I want it to. I think the problem is I really need somebody who's playing leadership, who can play all of those leadership cards that help you, you know, you go find an ally and then all of the extra upgrades that you can throw on the ally, like Inspired, and, man, what else? Like, give him a whole bunch of extra hit points, though for Elektra that's not that big of a deal, just because of the way that she works. Still, like, I think I should be able to get her out, because I have her in hand right now. But anyway, like, going back to my point, the Dance with the Devil, it just makes me think of when Jack Nicholson and he's talking with oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't remember Batman's alter ego. I feel really dumb right now. I am playing a Marvel game, though. That's my excuse. Bruce Wayne, that's it. He's talking to Bruce Wayne because he's trying to woo the girl. I forget what her name is. But anyway, he says that line, "You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?" And so every time I see this card, it just makes me think of that scene. Let's see, so how am I going to play this? Because I really need... So if I do cross-examination, that will take out Ivan Banionis, and that's going to ready and allow me to play Elektra with a living lie detector. And then I'll be able to take threat off of here. And then we can pop down this turn, which would be really good, because then Foggy could take more threat off. I can get the Man Without Fear back in and possibly draw it. I get Dance with the Devil out on... I could attach it to an enemy. I think I would hold on to this. and not put it on just because it's got this little... Yeah, I think I would hold on to this and then put it on the next turn when it's not going to hurt me as much. So, yeah, I think that's what I do. So I gotta play cross-examination. I have 5 cards. And cross-examination is... So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's way overkill on Ivan. Too bad you can't have radar sense just like overkill, but... Okay, so yeah, we'll use a living lie detector to play cross-examination. So that's going to deal 3 damage here. Then we're going to... for each upgrade attached to that enemy, you may deal 1 additional damage to it. That's 6 plus radar sense pops, so that's another 3. Which is kind of ridiculous, but oh well. Okay, so we got that there. Acute Tactility is going to pop, which is going to ready Daredevil. So that goes there. And then Enhanced Olfaction is going to pop, which the next card that I play is going to cost me 2 less. Okay, so that's gone. Ivan's gone. There we go. Alright, then I play Elektra. Oh, but then I can't play Dance with the Devil. Because I really need Living Lie Detector. Actually, you know what? I don't. I don't need Living Lie Detector. So we're going to play Elektra using Living Lie Detector as the 1 because she's discounted by 2. Like I said, I'm going to hold on to Dance with the Devil. I'm going to use Daredevil to thwart. Stick is going to give him +1 thwart, so he's going to thwart 3 off the main. Then we're going to pop Superior Taste. So then that's going to take 2 more off of the main scheme. So this will be down to 3. Oh, that feels so much better. Then I can flip down. I can use Foggy Nelson to take 2 more off. So now it's down to 1. Yeah, that's way better. And then we're going to use Karen Page to get the Man Without Fear and shuffle it into the deck. So, Tunic, not a shark. You say Echo has become a top 5 character for you. What kind of a deck are you running with Echo? Because that protection deck that she came with is really good. It's, I think there's like a few things I would change about it, but overall, I think that's probably one of my favorite precons that has ever been released. It's so good. Just the cards themselves are good, but even like with the way they work with Echo is really good. Though I think I like how it works a little bit better with Nightcrawler. I get to draw a card here. Oh, Raising Hell, which is not going to help me right now at all. Okay, so this is off to the side there. I think that's all I can do right now, because I cannot heal until the next turn since I was exhausted. So there we go. I'm gonna hold on to these two. We'll draw 1, 2, 3. I get one more, plus I have to draw another encounter card. Okay. Like, all my setup stuff was not in the right place in this deck. It was terrible. Okay. One more card to make it 6. Cross-examination. Alright. Well, hopefully now we can start building up Elektra and seeing how this ends up working out. So, this is going to go up by 1. Thankfully, we got rid of all of those extra things by taking care of Ivan there. Bullseye is confused, so he's not going to scheme. And then we get 2 encounter cards. Deadly Sigh attached to Bullseye. Bullseye's attacks lose ranged and gain piercing. Oh, he gets +2. After your hero defends against an attack from Bullseye, spend 2 different resources to discard this card. So, eesh. And we got a tracksuit row. Okay, I'm really glad I got rid of Ivan there, because he's got teamwork. He's also vulnerable. When defeated, tuck this card under the Tracksuit Mafia side scheme, otherwise shuffle this card into the encounter deck. Okay, so this guy is, I'm going to take a moment to aside. You played the precon a couple of times. Started deck building a blue strength and diversity deck, though. Ooh, Echo with strength and diversity. Oh, that's interesting. I really haven't played strength and diversity decks much, like at all, really. Like, I've seen other people play them, and they seem really good. I just haven't ever built one. It's one of those ones that I really want to try. My problem is that I really like playing thematically, and so for me, like, every time I see, like, a whole team out and they're all just different traits, it, like, I'm like, this is just wrong. Oh, sorry, I've got ice in the bottom of my cup, and it's like melting. I'm trying to drink some of the water out of that, but okay. I do a pool Echo deck. Oh yeah, Echo pool. I've heard people talk about that. I haven't seen one yet. Like, I haven't seen anybody play one yet. Pool. We need more pool cards. Like, FFG, please, for the love. Like, take a hero that is chaotic and just totally out of pocket. Just one of those crazy heroes. And do what you did with Deadpool and give them, like, a full suite of pool cards plus enough to deck build. Like, there's so much design space there. You could make a whole bunch of new pool cards, and we could, like, add to the pool. We could totally add more to the pool aspect, because I want more pool cards. It's such a cool aspect, and I really, really, really wish that they would basically do what they did with Deadpool, as I said, and just add enough cards that you can do a little bit of deck building. You could reprint some cards for all I care. Just give us more pool cards. Going back to the tracksuit, like, Tracksuit Mafia, I think, is probably my favorite of the ones that I've been able to play against. The module sets in Fear No Evil, Tracksuit Mafia is one of my favorites, just because this is like the perfect modular set to add to any encounter. if you're playing with a hero that really loves to go after minions. Like, if you have a hero that really loves to see minions come out, Tracksuit Mafia is the modular set for you. Because when defeated, look at this guy. So, when defeated, tuck this card under the Tracksuit Mafia side scheme. Otherwise, shuffle this card into the encounter deck. As long as you can keep getting rid of Tracksuit Mafia, the side scheme, Tracksuit Bro, and there's like 3 or 4 of them in this set. I forget the count exactly, but there's like a good amount of them. Every time they come out and you defeat them, they just go right back into the deck. So, let's say that you're running, what is it? Is it that card One Way or Another? I think it is. Or no, it's not. It's a Justice card. I know that much. It's a Justice card. And I can't remember what it came out in, but the cost, it's like a 0 cost. You go find a side scheme. Like, I think you discard cards. You can tell it's been a while since I've actually played. I gotta find this card now. It's gonna drive me crazy. Equals 0. Okay. That should have it show up for me. One Way or Another. Yeah, One Way or Another. Okay. Did I have that right? I don't know. My brain is all over the place right now. Okay. But anyway, search the encounter deck for a side scheme, reveal that side scheme, draw 3 cards, shuffle the encounter deck. Okay, so not necessarily One Way or Another. But like there are other cards I know where it's like you're looking for minions. I don't know why I was thinking One Way or Another. But anyway, like you've got cards in aggression. That's what I'm thinking, aggression. I don't know, where is my brain today? I don't even know. Why did it do that? I unchecked all these and then it gave me a whole bunch of... Why? I don't even know. Okay. But you have like... Not chase them down. It's like looking for trouble is one of them. I know that much. And what was the other one? There's like looking for trouble, because looking for trouble is discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion, put the minion into play, engage with you, remove 3 threat from the main scheme. So it's like, you put Tracksuit Bro right back into the deck after you defeat him, and then you play that because you know there's at least one in there. Spoiling for a Fight is the other one. So you discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion, put that minion in play, engaged with you, ready your hero. So, yeah, there's like... Yeah, Winter Soldier, I think... Like, any game that you throw in Tracksuit Mafia and Winter Soldier is against, like, you're playing Winter Soldier, oh, he's going to love that scenario. Like, Ivan's going to be a little hard for him to kill, and... Oh, man, Bull, that's a different one. The Tracksuit Mafioso is going to be a little hard to kill because, 7 hit points, 5 hit points. But, like, a bunch of Tracksuit Bros... Easy for Winter Soldier to deal with. And, I mean, Tigra, she would love this too. Oh, it's such a good, it's just such a good modular set for, when you're playing something and you really want minions in the deck. You want to know that there are minions in the deck. Tracksuit Mafia, easy. Okay, so it's my turn. I'd really like to get the Man Without Fear out. I'd also like to get out Dance with the Devil. Okay, so that was that. This one only went up by 2. I don't have any. Oh, I could though, actually. So I don't really need cross-examination or deposition. Piercing Strike isn't going to help me because nobody has tough. I mostly put Piercing Strike in here just in case. Like for this specific scenario, it's not that great, I don't think, because tough doesn't. It just doesn't seem to be a big thing with this particular scenario, but with other scenarios, every once in a while, it's really good to have something in your deck that can take care of tough. I do need to heal. I do need to do that. So 3, 4, 5, 6. The one thing I haven't been able... Like, Sister Maggie is awesome, but I think she's mostly awesome for the fact that when you recover, or after you recover, you discard a status card from your identity. Which, unfortunately... I haven't really been playing against a lot of stuff that gives you like confused or stunned. So we're going back to 10 hit points. So I think we should be able to really start going after Bullseye right now. But yeah, Sister Maggie, I mean, she's really great, definitely in scenarios where you just keep getting hit with, oh, now you're stunned. Now you're confused again. Now you're stunned again. Like, oh, those get so annoying. But, yeah. We're going to use Foggy to just take the 2 off of there. Though I could... Because I've got acute tactility and radar sense. So if I put radar sense out on Bullseye, the only problem is I have to keep playing the cards from my hand. If I put radar sense on Bullseye, I can get acute tactility out on Battle in the Bodega. No, I'm not going to worry about that. Foggy Nelson can take care of it. So I'm just going to let him. I am going to play... That's right, I was going to play Man Without Fear. So I was going to use Piercing Strike and Cross-Examination to play Man Without Fear. So now I finally have that out. Then I'm going to use Karen Page to go back and take Cross-Examination and shuffle it into the deck. I want to do this before I flip up. Okay, so we got that, and we get to draw a card. It's another Piercing Strike. Okay. I do want, let's see, there's nothing else I can do while I'm in Alter Ego. So we're gonna flip up. I'm gonna use Deft Focus, and we are gonna put Radar Sense over there. I'm gonna put Dance with the Devil on Bullseye. We're just gonna move this over here. Okay, so Dance with the Devil's on Bullseye. I'm not gonna be able to use Deposition for anything. So I could use this stuff. Okay, let's see. So since I got the Man Without Fear out, I could exhaust it, deal a damage to Daredevil, and then choose an upgrade from here and put it out. I can play Piercing Strike. And if I do that, I can take out the Tracksuit Bro. So if I put Acute Tactility on Tracksuit Bro, and then hit him with a Piercing Strike, that will ready Daredevil. And then Daredevil can actually attack Bullseye. And Elektra can also attack Bullseye. I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, so Man Without Fear, 1 damage. We're going to put Acute Tactility on Tracksuit Bro. Then we're going to play Piercing Strike using Deposition and Raising Hell. I would prefer to keep Raising Hell in hand, but I'm going to go... next turn I'm going to use Karen Page to just put that back in the deck. Just shuffle it right back in. So we're Piercing Strike. Just as I was talking crap about Piercing Strike for this scenario, it's a 2 cost, and it only gives me 3 damage, which is not great. But it will take care of Tracksuit Bro, and I can pop Acute Tactility to ready Daredevil. So that just, gets me more uses out of Daredevil. So Daredevil is going to attack for 2 on Bullseye, which is going to take him down to 8. And then I should put this back over here. Okay. And then I'm going to use Elektra to attack. She's attacking for 3 because I've got this boot camp over here. So she's attacking for 3. She's a martial artist, so I'm going to use Stick to give her a +1. So she's attacking for 4 on Bullseye. So Bullseye's down to 4 from 8. And now I'm going to use... I have to use her ability as forced. When Elektra would take consequential damage, Daredevil takes that as damage instead. So now Daredevil is down to 7. So I think I've done everything I can. So ready... and draw. So draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and Tracksuit Bro, I forgot. He, when defeated, we gotta shuffle him back in. Well, that's good to see an energy. I do have my billy clubs out, so I could do a mean swing. Yeah, he does. Let me grab him really quick. When defeated, tuck this card under the Tracksuit Mafia side scheme, otherwise shuffle this card into the encounter deck. So, really, Tracksuit Bro is actually, depending on if you want to see if you want to see minions again or not, coup de grace is a really good way to take care of him, is defeat a non-elite minion with an upgrade attached, ignore any when defeated abilities on that minion. So you're still defeating him, it's just any when defeated doesn't ever trigger, assuming that you have an upgrade on him, so this card is really great for Daredevil, just because, you're putting upgrades on things all the time. So there are ways around that if you don't want to see the tracksuit guys again, but if you do, it's a really great modular set to put in different scenarios for all those minion hunter type heroes. So Winter Soldier, as was mentioned before, Tigra, Thor, those type of heroes are really gonna love Tracksuit Mafia. as a modular set. Okay, so we got our cards. This is going to go up by 1. I'm not... this is going to give him extra attack. I do have heightened hearing on him, though, so I'm not too worried about that. So I can just pop heightened hearing. Because he's attacking for 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're going to pop heightened hearing. So now he's just attacking for 1. He's got -3 to his attack. And that counts as a defense. I would have to spend 2 different resources to discard that card. So I could discard coup de grace. I guess in cross-examination. But I still got to do his attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, -3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're back up to 4, and it's an attack. It gains overkill, but I mean it can't overkill anything because I'm not defending with an ally. So that takes me down to 3 hit points. So ouch. And then we spend the 2 different resources, so coup de grace, cross-examination, to discard this card. So his deadly sigh is gone. So we don't have to deal with that again, thankfully. Oh, I forgot to add that in. Did I? No, I did. That's right, I did. Because it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, 5, 6, 7, 8, -3. I feel like I did the math wrong here. So he had the sigh out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Oh, yeah. So I should have taken another damage. So I'm down to 2. I definitely need to jump down to heal. Enhanced olfaction is not going to help with anything. I think... I am going to deft focus, enhanced olfaction. Oh wait, did I forget to do something? I feel like I forgot to do something. I did, I forgot my encounter card. Wow. The clown, teamwork, tracksuit. Oh, I forgot this is another tracksuit mafia guy. The clown. He's villainous, which is not great. Forced response. After the clown schemes, give him 1 face-down boost card. So we want to get rid of the clown. So Elektra can attack for 2, 3, 4. Daredevil can attack for 2. That would get rid of the clown. Only problem is that I really need... If I were going to do that, I need to put acute tactility on the clown. But the only way to do that is the Man Without Fear, because acute tactility is the 3rd card down in my sense deck. But that means taking a damage, which would put me at 1. And then if I use Elektra, I'm going to take a consequential damage from that, and that will take out Daredevil. So that's not going to work. I could use Mean Swing. I think that's the play. I can use Mean Swing, because then I can just exhaust Daredevil's Billy Club, since it is a weapon, to give him +3 for the attack. I'll give him another +1 for stick, so that's +4. So he's attacked for 6, that takes out the clown. If I use Death Focus to put out Enhanced Olfaction, then I could just play the War Room. And I have this energy left in my hand, which could be useful for something, I think. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so we're gonna exhaust Daredevil and his Billy Club. Or no, first Death Focus to enhance Olfaction, the clown. Then we'll exhaust Daredevil, use Mean Swing, exhaust Daredevil's Billy Club. That does 3. We'll exhaust Stick to give him a +1, so 3, 4. Oh, actually, no, I don't have to exhaust Stick. Duh, because Daredevil's Billy Club gives him a +1 anyway. So he's attacking for 3, +3 from the Mean Swing, which is going to hit the clown. There goes the clown. Enhanced Olfaction is going to pop, and then the next card that I play this phase costs 1 less. We'll just get out War Room, just because we can. Or maybe I should wait. Actually, I should wait on that, because I do need to flip down, because I have to heal. At 2 hit points, this is bad. So I'm going to flip down. I won't be able to heal this turn, but I will be able to use Karen Page. Karen is going to give me, I'm going to say Raising Hell. We're going to take Raising Hell back and put that back in. Yeah, this is it. I think I really need to work on this deck. The problem is that most of the stuff that I would like to use for Elektra is all like leadership type stuff, except for the one card that I was like, ooh, I really want to put that on Elektra because of her Forced Interrupt, which is Enraged, which has not come back out of the deck again yet. So there is that. Okay, so we draw a card, and it's Raising Hell, which I can't play because I am not in the right form. So yeah, the next card we play is going to be War Room. So that gives it to us for free, the Enhanced Olfaction. I'm just going to use Foggy. I want to keep the threat on this down as much as possible. And then we've still got these. I can't do anything with Elektra right now. Well, I could, but then she'll take damage, so I'm not going to. The whole point of this deck is that she doesn't take damage. So there's that, and then we'll draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Focus the Senses, okay. Mean Swing. Fusillade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that is 6. Whoops. I'm just gonna shuffle that in. I didn't really see it, but I'll still do a little shuffle there. Okay. So we have those. Okay, so this is gonna go up by 1. Bullseye is scheming for 2 because I really need to pop that Dance with the Devil, so 2. Oh, that's good to see an advance gone. So this is going to go up to 3. And then we draw Shadow of the Past, because of course. Alright, so Shadow of the Past. says, when revealed, reveal your set-aside nemesis minion and put it into play engaged with you. This is a problem, because our set-aside nemesis is Bullseye, so we cannot put him into play. So, according to the rules, this does not come into play. We instead get a face-down boost card. Or not boost, a face-down encounter card. Alright, then we go on. Reveal your set-aside nemesis side scheme and put it into play. Okay, so we can do that. Deadliest Man Alive. When Bullseye attacks, give him a face-down boost card. So this is going to mean that he gets 2. So we want to get rid of that as soon as possible. Then shuffle the rest of your set-aside nemesis encounter set into the encounter deck. If your nemesis minion does not enter the game this way, this card gains surge. So this is going to surge, which means we get another encounter card. And then these are going in. Okay, the only thing I love about this right now is the Stolen Sai. Attached to the enemy with the highest attack, attached characters gain piercing. Spend 2 physical resources, choose to either attach this card to Elektra or discard it. I can give Elektra a weapon. So I really kind of hope I draw this, because I really want to put it on Elektra. Alright, so this is going to get discarded because it's done activating. And now we have these that we have to deal with. Change of venue. Oh, we're changing the venue again. Alright, so where are we going? Slice of the pizza dough. We're at the pizza place. After a character in this play area, you know, I think I keep forgetting to do this battle in the bodega thing. I keep forgetting that these do different things. After a character in this play area defeats another character or a side scheme, heal 1 damage from defeating character and place 1 threat here. Alright, so battle in the bodega is out. We've gone through the wall into the pizza place, and then this is going to go in here. Shuffle these up as best we can. Okay, so we'll put those over there. And then this surges, so that's another card. I'll just get my hand out of the way here. Okay. Shop Proprietor. Okay, so we want to put him down here. I'm really not sure what to do with the Shop Proprietor whenever I end up with him. It's like you're just kind of stuck protecting the Shop Proprietor. Eye on the target. When revealed, remove an ally or persona support you control from the game, or Bullseye attacks you, even in alter ego form. If he's not in play, find him and reveal him. So this is from my Nemesis set. And Bullseye's attacking me for at least 1. I only have 2 hit points, which means I have to lose somebody. This is bad. Remove an ally or persona support you control from the game. I could take out the Shop Proprietor, but then I would have to put 4 threat on the main scheme. That would only take it up to 7, though. I just don't have a way to get rid of all the threat is the problem. Because taking out a persona support is so bad. So I've got Foggy, Sister Maggie, Karen Page, and Stick. And then, of course, Elektra as an ally and the Shop Proprietor as an ally. I'm going to be totally not the hero and say it's the Shop Proprietor, which is going to put 4 threat here. because I can't lose my other supports. They help too much. Like, the shop proprietor is just kind of dead weight. It was like the least hero thing to do, and I just did it. That was so bad. Okay, we survived though. We are gonna heal. Sister Maggie gives us +3 recovery. So we're recovering for 6 up to 8. I'm gonna use Karen Page. We're gonna get cross-examination and put that back into the deck. Alright, I really just need to start like pummeling Bullseye at this point. I get to draw a card. Living Lie Detector will actually be pretty useful. Did I draw? Yeah, I drew Focus the Senses as well. So we're going to put out Focus the Senses. There's my 4, there we go. I don't really need to use Living Lie Detector on that, I don't think. Maybe I do. No, because I can just ready myself. Oh, this is actually not bad. Alright, so before we flip up, we're going to use Foggy. He's going to take, I think, 2 off of here. So that'll leave that with 3. Okay, then we flip up. So thankfully, Superior Taste is actually at the top of the deck, so we're going to use Death Focus to use Superior Taste. Put that on Focus the Senses. Then, I'm gonna use a Fusillade to play Living Lie Detector. I love the art on this card. I don't know why, I just really love the art. What the heck just happened? Why did my screen just go blank? Oh, my phone died. Oh no! If you guys can still hear me, let me know. Give me just a second, my phone died. I totally did not plug it in. I thought I had. Come on, turn back on. Yeah, oh, stupid phone. Come on. There we go. Okay. Sorry, it's booting up now. It's an immersive Daredevil play. Yes, we're going like full on. Oh. Let's see. My phone is turning back on right now, so I got it plugged in. So just give me a sec. Hopefully, like the whole camera situation isn't gonna freak out. No, what are you doing? Oh, you stupid phone. This is terrible. I think I gotta give it like a couple of minutes to charge just a little bit. Because I just tried to boot it up and it was like, nope. Like, the juice that it gained just from plugging it in for that moment. Oh, this is amazing. Alright. Well, while I am waiting for it to charge just a little bit, I'm going to explain what I'm doing here. Okay, so if we're using Fusillade to pay for living lie detector, right? Okay, so it's remove 2 threat from a scheme, which is going to come off of focus the senses, right? So that's going to take, actually, technically it's going to take 3 off because it's remove 2 threat from a scheme, and for each upgrade attached to that scheme, you may remove 1 additional threat from it. So, I kind of wonder though, if before I do that, I use mean swing to get acute tactility out. I think I should do that, actually. So now it's got superior taste and acute tactility on it. So now we're playing living lie detector, and that is gonna take the 2 off plus the 2 for the 2 upgrades, which means superior taste is kind of wasted because it just takes 2 off when you thwart. So focus the senses is done, which means that I get to take, let's see, since I put acute tactility on there, I also get to ready Daredevil. We're gonna put superior taste. I guess it doesn't really matter because since it was focus the senses, that just lets me take basically everything from the sense deck and put it out onto whatever I want to put it onto. So I think I should put, I'm going to put superior taste on the main scheme. Let's see how much. I got 1%. I don't know if that's enough. I'll put acute tactility on deadliest man alive. Heightened hearing is going to go on Bullseye. That just always goes on Bullseye. And then enhanced olfaction I'm going to put on deadliest man alive as well. Okay. So let's see. Can I get my camera going? So I'm starting my phone up again. We'll see if it works. In the meantime, okay, so all of the sense deck has been played out. And I'm left in hand with a double resource of energy, a copy of Raising Hell, and a copy of Fusillade. So, let's see. Okay, phone is starting. Okay. Where are you? Droid cam. Oh, please work, please work, please work. Ha! There we go. Alright. We're back, everyone! Oh, I'm so sorry. I think, let me go check. I'm pretty sure. Is this still... Did it come back up? Let's see. I don't know where I am. Let's see. Go back. Alright, so you guys see again. Just making sure here, trying to make sure that you guys can actually see. I think yep, looks like I'm back on. Okay. I'm so sorry everyone, that was my fault. I thought I had plugged it in and I did not. So yes, Daredevil has come back. He can see now. And it is a miracle. Alright, so as you can see, I put enhanced olfaction and acute tactility over here. I've got superior taste up here. And then radar sense and heightened hearing on Bullseye. So I think we can start doing a bunch of damage to Bullseye. It'd be nice actually to start to really take care of him now. I just wish I had all of my other stuff for Elektra. So I can, let's see. I can take out Deadliest Man Alive. Which will allow me to ready again and then use enhanced olfaction to play actually Fusillade, so then I can use the Billy Club for that. That's 5 damage there. So Bullseye needs, let's see, he's got 4. Elektra could actually hit him for 4 damage. Because she's at 3 right now with the boot camp, and then I give her +1 with stick. She'll hit Bullseye for 4. That's going to flip him. However, that is going to bring out his adamantium laced spine, and then he can't take anything but 3 damage from any amount of damage that he takes. Like single instances of damage. So if I hit him with Fusillade, he'll take 3. 2 of that is gonna, and then because it's 5 damage, 2 is gonna roll over onto adamantium laced spine. But if there's 6 damage here, then I can flip this, and that's not an issue anymore, and he can just start taking tons of damage. So I think it's a good time to flip him. And I think Elektra would be good to do that. Because then I've got superior taste here. Yeah, okay, so Daredevil is going to thwart. Oh, but I gotta use, that's right, I have to use stick in order to get him to a 3 thwart here. So I could play Fusillade. That would just be 1 damage that I end up wasting. That would flip Bullseye. Then Elektra can hit him for 3, and he'll just take all 3 of the damage because it's only 3. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Alright, so Daredevil is taking out the Deadliest Man Alive. We're using stick to give him +1 to thwart. So yeah, he takes this out. I'm gonna do acute tactility first. So that's gonna be the first card, and then we'll have enhanced olfaction as the second card that comes back into the deck. That way I have access to acute tactility first. But this goes away, and that is going to ready Daredevil. And then the next card that I play is going to cost me 2 less, which is going to be Fusillade. We're exhausting Daredevil's Billy Club because it's a weapon, and with Fusillade, exhaust a weapon, upgrade you control, deal 5 damage to an enemy. So that's going to be to Bullseye, which takes him down to 0. Since he's still Bullseye when he rolls over into the second phase, he still keeps all the attachments that were on him, or the upgrades. So he's still going to have Dance with the Devil, he's still going to have Radar Sense, and he's still going to have Heightened Hearing. So that's gone. However, his hit points go up to 16. Let's see. Alright, so now he's at 16 hit points. Fusillade is done. I think Elektra is going to attack for 3. So that'll take him down to 13. Oh, hi, buddy. Daredevil is going to attack for 3 because he gets +1 with the Billy Club. So he's going to attack for 3. So that takes Bullseye down to 10. Let's see. Radar Sense after you attack attached enemy. Okay. So I could still play Raising Hell. So it's 3, that's going to be 6 damage, which is going to take him down to 4. We have Lethal. Alright, so we're going to use energy to play Raising Hell. We're giving ourselves aerial by bringing Daredevil's Billy Club back up to hand, because return this card to your hand from play, choose. Either deal 1 damage to an enemy, or Daredevil gains the aerial trait until the end of the round. So we're bringing this back up to our hand, then we're playing Raising Hell. Raising Hell deals 2 damage to each enemy for each upgrade attached to that enemy, 3 damage instead if Daredevil has the aerial trait. So he does now. I use energy to play Raising Hell, so that's 3, 6, so he's taking 6 damage. So he's down to 4. Then we pop Radar Sense, which, after you attack attached enemy, discard this card, deal 3 damage to that enemy. So we just popped Radar Sense because Raising Hell is an attack. So he's down to 1. And then we're going to pop Dance with the Devil. Discard this card, deal 3 damage to attached enemy. So we're discarding, deal another 3. So he's at -2. And that is Daredevil versus Bullseye. I feel vindicated. That was, man, that was rough. I probably could have started throwing damage at Bullseye much earlier. I just really wanted to get this whole Elektra thing going, and sadly, oh, she attacked also, so I would take a damage. So Daredevil really should be down at 7 hit points. Let me adjust that. Okay, he's at 7. But yeah, I really wanted to get Enraged out. At least Enraged. Sidearm would have been a delightful bonus, but Enraged, at least, I would have really liked to get out on Elektra. That would have been fun, because then she would have been attacking for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and if we could have gotten the Psy the stolen Psy out and put on Elektra 8. So she would have been attacking for 8. At least once a turn every turn. I really got to figure out how to make this work a little bit better, because that just seems really fun. And then while she's doing it, she's just dealing consequential damage back to Daredevil. Enraged is just, it's one of those cards that, it came in Captain America's pack. It was a back of pack card. I can tell that because of the little symbol down here, which you can't see on the camera because my camera's not good enough, it's just my phone. But anyway, it's attached to an ally, max 1 per ally. Attached ally gets +2 attack and takes +1 consequential damage after it attacks. So, you don't use Enraged often because you're just kind of shortening the life of your whatever ally you put it on in general. But for Daredevil, this is not an issue because of Elektra's forced interrupt, where she just redirects that damage over to Daredevil. So there is that. Oh, I could have done more damage to Bullseye actually with the Man Without Fear here. I actually, if I'd done it in the right order, I actually could have done 3 more damage to him. Oops. Oh well. Let's see, what time is it? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to end this stream like pretty soon. Anyway, yeah, so that was Daredevil versus Bullseye, kind of a grudge match because he beat me and my friend last time we played. This is a different deck than the one that I used. Still aggression, it was still aggression, but this is one that was more focused on trying to get Elektra out to do the damage. And I think like we saw a little bit of that happening, but again, I didn't get to get Enraged and Sidearm on her, so I didn't get to see her do like the big damage that I really wanted to. And that was kind of the whole point of putting this deck together. But aggression's really hard because it doesn't really have any upgrades that you can attach to allies. Most of that is in leadership, which doesn't help at all because Enraged is an aggression card. So if I want to use Enraged, I have to be in aggression. I mean, I guess if I really wanted to, I could cameo Elektra into Spider-Woman, but it wouldn't help because when Elektra would take consequential damage, Daredevil takes that damage instead. So it still wouldn't work because it specifically names Daredevil as the one having to take the damage. So yeah. But yeah, it did. It was a good game. It actually turned out pretty well. Man, I really need to get through the actual, like the whole actual campaign. I still haven't faced Kingpin or Purple Man or Typhoid Mary. I just haven't had the time. What little game time I've had, like it's been such a small amount of time that instead I've been playing the new 20 Strong and then also Dragons of Etch and Stone from Chip Theory games. Like both of those are from Chip Theory games. So like the new 20 Strong decks are like they did a collab with Awakened Realms. I really hope in the future they do another collab with Awakened Realms because they did 3 decks based on Awakened Realms games. It was Etherfields, what was it? Etherfields, Tainted Grail, and Nemesis. But Awakened Realms has another game that I would really like to see in a small form version, and that is ISS Vanguard, which is another space one. So, like, Nemesis is space horror, think Alien, like the Alien movies, but ISS Vanguard is more space exploration. So I guess, more Star Trek-y type game. But, like, I would love to see if they could, like, put that into a smaller form. I think that would be so cool. But yeah, I don't know if they'll ever do another collab with Awakened Realms. But anyway, the games are super cool, and I played a little bit of the actual like big Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon, and it's amazing, but it can be kind of rough. And like the small form version of it plays very close to the big form version. It's just like very, like it is completely stripped down to like the basic essence of the game, which is using cards to help you like the cards have little nodes on the side and they have to line up with the card that you put them next to, and then they'll do different things depending on like what box is connected to what node. So if you can connect like multiple nodes at the same time, it'll do multiple things usually. And so it like really kind of distills it down to that, where, you know, you're using the cards that you have in your hand to try to put the enemies that are in front of you in a position where it's much easier to take them out with the dice that you have, because 20 strong is a dice-centered game. It's literally 20 strong because there's 20 dice. 3 that track your stats, and then like the other 17, you're rolling and exhausting, and then you're bringing them back. And it's all, there's a lot of tactics and strategy involved. It's an interesting system, and it plays very differently depending on the different type of game. So Tainted Grail, it's very close to what the board game is, just like very stripped down. And then apparently Nemesis, I have not played the actual big Nemesis game, but Nemesis apparently is pretty close. It's a very stripped down version of the big game. And then Either Fields. I played a tiny bit of Either Fields. I really want to get through the campaign for Either Fields, because it's such an interesting premise of a game where it's like a dream, so things can shift and change. And I think they did a really good job with that in the 20 strong, like the stripped down 20 strong version of it, where the cards, like every single card is double-sided, but you can only use the one side until it tells you to flip. And then once it tells you to flip, the card is on that side forever until it tells you to flip it back again. So it's like a legacy game, but without having to like permanently deface your cards. When you put it back in the box, you put it back with all the cards in the orientation that you ended the game. So some of the cards are on a B side, some are still on the A side. So it changes every time you play. It's a really cool concept, but they take a lot less time to play than a game of Marvel Champions for the most part. So whenever I have been able to get a game in of anything, it's been either 20 strong or Dragons of Etch and Stone, which you can actually literally just play like in your hands. Like you literally have like you're holding cards in both hands, and like this has your deck and like the dragon that you're going to be facing off against, and like it tells you like the different areas that you're going into, and are you traveling on this turn, and if you are, the cards in this hand will try to help you travel. If you're fighting against a little minion type enemy, the cards in this hand will help you fight the little minion enemy. It's a really cool concept. Very difficult to play, but I would totally suggest it. It's number one, it's a very cheap game to buy. Like I think it cost me less than $15 to pick it up at the store, and then it's got like 2 expansions that you can buy, and each of them are like $12. I think I have one of the expansions. I'm waiting for the other one to show up. But cool little game that you can just kind of take wherever with you. So yeah, those are the games that I've been able to play because they just don't take a lot of time, at least not as much as Marvel Champions does. So yeah, like this is, I really want to work on this deck because I really want to get this to work with, I really would like to get this to work with Elektra and allowing her to basically just offload all her consequential damage onto Matt Murdock while she's doing tons of damage to the villain or, you know, any minion that's in play. I'm not sure what I'm going to play next week. I had a friend who went to Gen Con, and he did try to grab me copies of Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. Unfortunately, apparently they sold out very quickly. And, you know, he was doing it as a favor to me, so he, like, obviously I'm not going to expect him to spend hours in line just to buy me something. That's ridiculous. Like, I'm not that entitled. I try not to be entitled at all. And so, since it was a favor, it's like I can't exactly get mad at him. So he was unable to grab those for me. Otherwise, I probably would have said, "Hey, I'm gonna play one of the new heroes." But unfortunately, yeah, he wasn't able to get either of them. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna play next week. And I believe, let's see, what is it? Today is the 12th. Yeah, so like next Friday is when Jessica Jones and Luke Cage come out anyway, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's the 21st. So whenever they do finally come out, you know, like I'll definitely be playing them. Hopefully we won't have another situation where UPS screws up with the shipment and makes it late again like they did with Fear No Evil. That was very annoying. But yeah, I really want to get my hands on Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and try to play them. They both look super fun for very different reasons. And then also, man, I'm really hoping that we get some sort of a reveal soon for Elektra and Iron Fist. That's it, Iron Fist. Apparently we've gotten some kind of spoilery type stuff, like there's a couple of stores that somehow either they jumped the gun on posting or I don't know what, but they have the actual text that you would normally find on like the Asmodee store for Elektra and Iron Fist. So we know what aspects they're each coming with, and it should be absolutely no surprise to anyone. Spoilers ahead. If you don't want to hear the spoilers, you can like leave the stream. But Elektra is going to be aggression, which, I mean, duh. And Iron Fist is going to be protection, which, again, duh. Iron Fist especially is kind of a duh because he's, he already had an ally in the game. Even before the one that's going to be in the Luke Cage pack, he already had a protection ally that was in the game. I forget exactly what pack he came in, but he's been in the game for a really long time as a protection ally. So him coming packaged with protection aspect cards is, like, again, duh. And the way that they described it, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be really good for Change of Fortune decks. So if you're one of those people who really loves to, hit the enemy during the enemy's turn and then, draw cards off of defeating either minions or even the villain himself into his next phase, it sounds like we're getting some cards that are going to facilitate that in Iron Fist's deck, which makes me really excited because I really love Change of Fortune, and I definitely want to see more cards that help it pop off and help you draw cards and stuff. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. It's not going to be until I think November that we're going to find out what next year is all about. And it seems so far away. Nothing is releasing in September. So we're not getting any new Marvel Champions stuff in September. The next thing to release after Jessica Jones and Luke Cage next week is going to be in October, and that's the Shadowlands pack. Shadowland pack, I should say. Which is really exciting. I generally don't like to look at the encounter type stuff. I prefer that all to be a surprise. I will look at hero spoilers all day. I will look at aspect card spoilers all day. But for the encounter stuff, I just kind of like to be surprised. But what little I've seen, from reading the Shadowland article, I'm really excited for that one when it comes out, and just to see what the whole thing is about. And then after that, in November, is going to be Elektra and Iron Fist. So yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and I can't wait to find out what they're giving us for next year. My fingers are totally crossed for Midnight Suns, because Blade, man. I want Blade. I mean, if they decide to go Marvel Knights, I'll take that too, because I think that would probably give us Punisher. But Midnight Suns would be great, because Blade, yeah. And then Ghost Rider would be super cool. I just don't know if the development cycle timeline would be correct, or would be right for Midnight Suns to include a Doctor Strange redesign, because I don't know when the decision was made that they were going to stop reprinting old heroes and boxes past a certain point. And then, when they decided, we're definitely going to be doing redesigns of past heroes. But I think it would be super interesting and very appropriate to see a Midnight Suns version of Doctor Strange. Dr. Voodoo would also be really cool if they do a Dr. Voodoo hero, because I believe Dr. Voodoo was also involved in the Midnight Suns. But yeah, overall, I have no idea what they're doing. I'm just kind of speculating, and really just speculating on what I want to see. So hopefully we actually do get to see some really cool stuff soon. I know a lot of people really want to see Fantastic Four. I don't particularly care about the Fantastic Four. Silver Surfer could be cool, though. A Namor hero might be interesting. I don't know if he would be somehow involved in that cycle at all, or wave, I should say, in that wave. But yeah, if he could, that could be really interesting. But anyway, yeah, so, I mean, circling back to what I was saying all the way back at the beginning, I am not sure what I will play next week. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it, because there's so many different heroes I'd like to try, especially with a lot of these new cards. Maybe I'll whip out Winter Soldier, and I'll throw Tracksuit Mafia into something and just see how crazy we can make it with, Winter Soldier going after the Tracksuit Mafia. That could be hilarious. Oh, it could be I could use my Winter Soldier a particular set of skills deck, which I don't know if I've mentioned it on stream before, but it's very based on the Taken movies. Like the design of the deck is based on the Taken movies. So that would be funny to go against the Tracksuit Mafia with the Tracksuit Mafia being the gangsters that he had to deal with, like in the very first movie. Not that they were wearing a lot of tracksuits, but they were from Eastern Europe, and it's funny because Russian gangsters, they kind of have that stereotype, like, so it would fit with kind of that Eastern European type thing where they're just all wearing tracksuits. So yeah, that would be funny. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, I gotta go. I got some stuff to do before I get to bed. But anyway, I hope you guys had a good time watching, partially listening, and then watching again. We had a very thematic stream where the camera cut out and we were playing Daredevil literally blind on stream. Alright, yes, perfect. That is, I think, probably the most thematic thing that you will ever see as far as playing Daredevil. I think that'll be a kind of a first for any content creator. I don't think that's going to help my channel much, but anyway, yeah, that was funny. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you get a chance, try out Daredevil. He's awesome. Also try out Echo. She's super cool too. I would highly suggest, if you're getting into the game, to pick up Fear No Evil, because it's an excellent, I would say it's the best. Yes, the camera was caught off guard. It's so true. The camera was very caught off guard. But if you're just starting to get into the game, believe me, I completely and totally understand your frustrations with not being able to get older stuff. But I will say that I've been in the game since the beginning, and Fear No Evil, I think, is probably my favorite box at this point. It's so good. There's a lot of replayability there, and I mean, the two heroes that come with it are both super interesting. They have very, very cool mechanics. I initially did not think that Daredevil, the mechanic with the sense deck here, like, I did not think that sounded very very thematic, but after seeing it played and then playing it myself, like, I realized, wow, it's actually really thematic, because it's actually not that difficult to be able to get these out wherever you need them at any given time. Like, sometimes it can seem that way, but most of the time it's really not that difficult. So if you get a chance to pick up Fear No Evil, I would definitely suggest it. It's a great box. But, yeah, until next week, here's hoping that you don't get caught off guard.